the sun. It's just I'm in the middle of a solar eclipse over here. I just realized. Yes, I know. I'm having a difficult day with facial movements and my left side will not settle down, and I put on my ode to Elton John glasses. I have more, but I'm dirt poor, so yeah, these things are like way down on the list. Unless I get them for free, and then it's like okay, whatever. So yeah, I started my own ministry, Christians, and I heard a lot of you people asking God stuff and praying, and we're gonna pray, and I started a nonprofit. Okay, after having like major surgery, having gone to shock trauma. I mean, this is what I'm trying to say. So everybody, start understanding professional athletes, especially ice hockey players. And so all the coaches and all the people there, right? I'm like an ice hockey player. Okay, like I walk around wounded all the time. Okay, everybody. And so people are like, well, why don't you report this? I'm like, to who? And I know my doctors aren't talking to each other. I'm like, Dr. Chua, Hopkins, Johns Hopkins. And that's Johns without an apostrophe, by the way. Yeah, they have several different campuses. Yes. Yeah, I think the Homewood one is the one I went to for, yeah, a nature photography course. I think her name was Annika Davis. Oh, yeah, have, I'm amateur that. Still shots. A few types of cameras I haven't used before, but I'm sure I get the hang of it. Right. Polaroids are useful. Paranormal. Hi, I'm not kidding you. Okay, I'm a nerd. There are people they could hate me. Okay, and that's fine. Like, okay, I mean, maybe it's something stupid, or maybe it's something just clawing at you, and I remind you of it, and you need to heal a wound and talk about some shit or something. Right. I mean, sometimes I go out in the woods and yell at trees. What's the point? Like, trees don't give a shit. But I got it out, you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, my family's all deceased, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, I mean, if you're going to come at me, just know ahead of time, autistic adult with something called a Parkinsonism, called functional neurological disorder, which comes with a host of shitbag symptoms. And my back is like falling apart at a breakneck pace. I already know my knees are going. I got one hip I already need. I gotta do a whole whole bottom. The whole bottom of me needs to be replaced. Anybody really think I'm gonna get what the fuck that? Okay, nobody gives a shit. You guys sure know how to hurt a woman, man. And if it's other women, look, all I can tell any of you is that if you're a natural born female, okay, right, the best way for me to help females, okay, is to do that right, through men. Okay, now there's probably still some of us walking around like that. Okay, I was just letting some of them know that they could choose Jesus as their high priest. Okay, well, don't let some of that crap on TV and fundamental. I don't even know. It's just like I accepted Jesus, not all of you assholes. People want to know. Take take a step outside. Go to a different next week. Okay, anybody who does it Saturday or Sunday uh, teaching hour. Another word for that in the Catholic vernacular is Mass. It's the hour of power. I know. I'm like young Schuler. there are some other perspectives. I made a point. Okay, you're trying to. This is the one thing I'm like, listen, yeah, his dad, Schuler, yeah, senior, his dad's voice now, that is a powerhouse freaking voice, man. Right. Like, yep. It's it used to be the Robert Schuler, and then it's now Bob, right, his son. Yeah, and he was, what he was saying is, when there's a bunch of people going to a party, and you're at the party, but you're having a really hard time, that's okay. Just smile anyway, and you'll see other people start laughing, and it'll break the tension. And I'm like, no, sir, no, sir. That's not what Jesus would do, young Schuler. Right, everybody retune into the Holy Jesus, who was put on the cross at Calvary, who was adopted, and his mother's name was Mary. He was from Nazareth, and his brother John was from Patmos. The Old Testament is a bit scary, admittedly. Like, what the hell? The, the daughters took turns getting their dad drunk so he would sleep with them so they could get pregnant. Okay, my question to the general God, let's just say, in terms of flooding the earth, was it worse than this, the same as this, or you know you get what I'm trying to say? Like, doesn't it look familiar to you? Well, the only option he's got is fire. Right. Well, some of you, I mean, you think it's okay to play games with people's lives, because I'm in. I'm not gonna get new hips and new knees, be titanium from this. I'm not gonna, spend all my time riding around talking to different doctors. I mean, if they can't work and coordinate, then what the fuck are they doing in that goddamn field in the first place? That's what nepotism does. I'll get back to your Bobby Schuler. Okay? That's what nepotism does. God loves nepotism. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Well, maybe that one, fake Jesus, y'all been talking to this whole time. I mean, no wonder your prayers don't get answered. Anyway, Bobby Schuler, that's not what Jesus would do. Okay, first of all, Jesus just want to tell somebody to lie with their face by smiling when they don't want to and they're having a shitty hard time. But they're forced to go to a party. No, no, see, Jesus would, even though if he was the guest of honor, would skip it to spend time with the one who's not going to lie with their face to you. This monstrosity, this is how it is. $1.25 tree plus tax. Put this shit back on. All right. Yeah. So I am jumping in. I'm just gonna keep reminding people I'm Gen X. So the people who are a little bit older than me, who are, I don't even know what that generation is. I don't care. Right? Like, what the, are people bored? Okay, well, let's all sit down and talk about some issues that fucking matter. Right? Like, excuse me. Well, that's what I was trying to like tell the creator of all things. Like, Is there a way to take away their electricity until, right, we all reset and get back to being human beings together as one large gang of human beings on Earth? That's what I'm saying. Forget the others. Like, forget you. Now it's the future. Shut your faces, man. This is the U.S. You don't even need to do that. I know. Sometimes you gotta look tough in your neighborhood. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. I get it. I mean, it's the way things are sometimes, right? You gotta. But kids, pull up your pants. Well, I'm old enough now, 53, to be one of those people that, at the very least, like, pull up your pants. That's not gangster. You know what it means? Yeah. Okay. Elders, start informing en masse what it means when your pants are halfway down your ass. Oh, it means something, kids. Well, I mean, if you're really gonna do it, are there that many of you? Okay. Yeah. So sometimes I don't think, yeah, that every kind of kid does that in the U.S. Like, who cares where they came from? Just the same freaking ass crack and other. Oh, but they got the right, but then they got the, what do you call it? The boxers all pulled up past their belly button. Fashion statement. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm getting old enough, and I realize I'm like, oh, I get it, Gen Z's. Uh, right. Yeah, you're not the lead generation, so settle down. And there's a generation ahead of me that's still walking around doing so. I don't know what the break is. I just know people tell me I'm Gen X. What about AI and intellectual property? Hmm? Yeah, see, we fuck everything up, and then we talk about it later. No. Okay. Well, you're not on the correct earth. Okay. Right. I mean, this one is occupied. I will say that there are some perspectives and thoughts and comments that I did not ask for or invite, for that matter. Right. And if the archangels fight, I'm going to make you hurt. And I'm going to make it last. Okay. It shouldn't be a surprise. Okay. If you're going to look at angels as something, whatever. If you've read Revelation, which is singular, I mean, some of it is just pretty clear. You get the New King James Version or another one, the All English translation, whatever. I mean, they have different translations for different languages and so on and so forth. But right, this is what I'm getting at: the seven lampstands with seven churches. What? With lights born out of darkness. Isn't that what God said? Oh, I'm still a princess nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Some of you rock and rollers, man, just look, for everybody who loves music over the age of 21. Okay, it's Birdie 1 to say hello. It's Birdie 2 to say goodbye. Okay, yeah, it's Birdie like this. This means don't ever fucking come near me again. Okay, just brief, not standard, right? American Sign Language approved. But if you can't speak, or you're somebody's at a distance, or for some strange, whatever. So A lot of women really like sports, to be honest, fellas. Like the ones who try and, this is the thing. I mean, you try and rag on us and crack on us, and it's both genders, okay? All genders. Okay, some of this stuff, man. I know who you are, and you know who I am. So you know I've already won. Okay? First, you're going to release the children to the concerned group of citizens, right, who you are going to address in the press, all over the place to make sure and they're going to be waiting for the handoff of the children. And they're going to take care of it. Okay. Now, once that happens, I'm going to give you a sporting chance. Okay? I'll give you a head start. But there may be others involved in this that you know nothing about. Like, oh, some people have asked me. I started asking me. I started figuring out. I'm like, what? Why are you asking me this? Where are my boys? Like, I thought they meant my dead deceased twins. No, that's not what they were talking about. I don't know, where are your boys? Like, there's some women who can handle themselves as just ladies. Stop participating in films claws of ladies. Like, we don't want to do certain things better than men. Besides, you just moving from one level down up this way. You see what I'm saying? Like, from behind. They know this. They just, we don't say it out loud. Adults. Right. There's stuff that just, after a while, you just know. Well, some people can't pick up on that. That's because people won't help them. Okay. So I get it. Right. I mean, there shouldn't be hunger issues, but the whole famine thing. I'm like, okay, hey, Jesus, can you tell Old Testament God to sit down, please? Thanks. I know the gods are rising. Well, that's why. I'm like, I can't help it. See, I mean, what can I tell you, Holy Lord? You know, guess who they summoned? Yeah, I'm not an enemy to the state. I might give him some shield, you know, but the rest of everybody else, okay? I know what's going on over there. And to me, it's just been one long war. Just never really stops, just moves around. Okay, where are the better people? Okay, the bigger people. If you've never done that before, well, here's your chance. Okay, because there are times. That's why forgiveness, man. But all you people who wreck yourselves on drugs, okay, first of all, musicians, fuck you and your fucking whole goddamn band and everybody you know and your goddamn parents too, and the donkey they rode in on. If we all have to sit around and watch you do that to yourselves, excuse us if we just walk away from you. Because you're going to crash and burn, and whatever kind of music you could make is dead and gone. No more. You pieces of pig shits on TV and celebrities.